What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, so a little late day stream here. You know, I usually don't try to stream early in the morning, especially when we're trying to manage. Since I personally don't want to lose focus. You know, I mean, you know, I gotta be able to focus on my stuff as well. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that I am able to multitask efficiently, and I'm not trying to constantly just focus on live streaming. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. The electricity kind of went out here. It was very odd. Very, very odd. Okay, so I just want to say a quick word here. So SPY has been making this bull flag, the complete opposite, a bear flag, as we're seeing the relative strength increase, right? And we're seeing that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I am trying to see if everything is on. So we just had that little power outage for some reason. Okay. Everything is good. Alrighty. I think we're good on the live stream as well here. Alright, perfect. Alright, so what I'm noticing on the SPY chart here on the 15-minute time frame, we have this bear flag with the flagpole being yesterday's pullback into close and then the gap down. So that's what the flagpole is. And then for today, for nearly almost half of the day here now, we've been making the flag. And as we're consolidating, all right, this is what I want to see when we're bearish, right? We're starting to form this flag, and as we're consolidating sideways, right, with lower highs, with a flat bottom, I want the RSI to slowly get back up from being oversold, right? And I want this to happen because the RSI should be around a range of 40 to 50s, right? We want to recalibrate back to the normal range. And once we're able to do that, we can see another leg down, right? And that's how we get to see these sell-offs happen when we have these lower highs on the price and we start to form these bearish chart patterns, plus the RSI basically showing a divergence here, right? We're going up and then we eventually come back down as the price also breaks to the downside, right? So that's exactly something that I want to see here for the next couple of minutes. I also want to add to either my TXN short here. I did get in perfectly on this entry point here. I'm also looking to add Apple as well. Just have to see where this SPY bear flag goes, since Apple and SPY move in tandem with each other. Hey Joe, what's up? What's up? What's up? What is up, everyone? Just a quick live. I didn't go live in the morning again due to me just managing my own positions. I didn't want to focus on just in the live stream. I also wanted to give you guys quick messages on the Discord as well. So if I had to focus on 3 things at once, I wouldn't be able to be focused at all, because I am pretty bad at multitasking. So that's the reason why when I do enter into stuff on the live stream, it takes a while for me to message on the Discord as well. So my apologies about the lateness of that, but I'm kind of bad at multitasking. I sometimes forget to message in the Discord as well, but hopefully you guys are still being able to play the plays that I give you guys here. But again, SPY, I really want to see a nice bear flag forming here as we're seeing now, and once we're able to break below 404, we'll retest 403.50, and eventually we'll definitely have to break below 403.50, and ultimately we can see a potential retest of 400 before the month ends, right? Or at the month end, who knows, right? It might be a slow move down, which I think can be possible, but with our short positions, it's probably a better idea for us to have a more of a quick pullback to 400 here. So my maximum profit target for our pullback here on SPY will be 400, but the immediate target right now is 403.50. Right, these are our daily levels that you guys have to be watching for. And then of course XLV showing that incredible strength, right? It's right at the bottom of this channel as well, on this descending channel, on the daily, on the intraday, on the weekly. Right, you can see it on every single time frame here, right? And usually when we start to reverse, we tend to get more defensive, more inflow into defensive sectors like healthcare. So it's amazing to see that the confluence happening here with the this nice bullish candlestick forming on healthcare, right? XLV, the overall healthcare sector. I'm looking to add Apple puts right now. All right. We just broke below the 2-hour 50 SMA. This is pivotal. This is a pivotal moment. All right, we have pivoted from being a nice uptrend to now showing very, very big sign of a weakness. So this is something that is I am looking for. Joel, I'm already in Apple Shorts. Just go ahead and take a look at the CFO Pro Traders channel, where we are short TXN, Apple, and we are short UPST early in the morning. And I got out for 25%, but I think it's like, what, over 35% now? So that's a good day trade. Even though I probably could have swung it, but either way, 25% as a day trade, that's amazing. Very, very good. Double digit is always, always good. Never a bad thing. But yeah, Joe, you can wait until 150. That can really work out well, since we do have this gap right here. Right, oops, let me just get this. Excuse me. We have a gap up here that we haven't filled in yet. All right, so on a bearish perspective as well today, I'm glad that we didn't fill in the gap down that we made today. But there is that slight possibility of us bouncing back up to fill it in and retest 153.50 or 154 and then rejecting again. But I don't think that's going to happen. We've lost the 2-hour 50 SMA and we closed below it 2 times already on the 2-hour candlesticks of the day, right? And we're now at the last 2 hours here. So, I don't really think that we're going to see that big bounce up higher for the rest of the day. I mean, if we do, then we have to get out of our short positions. But either way, I think we got some perfect entries so far. For the people who can't short or who don't like to short, you don't need to get in at all. You don't need to risk any of your money. Just stay cash. That is completely fine. Cash is a position. You guys have to remember that. And you also have to remember that we're now starting a new reversal, new downtrend, a short-term intermittent downtrend. I mean, if you take a look on the SPY futures, I gave you guys this message last night that we're probably heading for this 450 to 451 area. We haven't really retested it yet, but we're very, very close. Today's low was at 4055. All right, so 4051 to 4050 is the area to be looking for a retest on SPY futures. And for SPY, that should be around 403.50. All right, that's where we should be hitting that area, 403.50 to 403. All right, that is the target area for our first major level of support. So Apple already retested the 50 SMA on this 2-hour candlestick on the 2-hour time frame, and we rejected it. So this is telling me that the trend and the momentum is shifting from buying to selling, right? From longing to shorting. So this is something that you guys should always remember, right? I use the 2-hour 50 SMA as a very pivotal area that we need to either hold, or if we lose, then we start moving to the downside, right? And that's obviously when I'm talking about an uptrend. But since we're now starting to really break underneath the 50 SMA on the 2-hour, there is a lot more downside risks involved here. If you're trying to long right over here, trying to buy the dip during an uptrend, especially when we have been moving to the upside for the last 2 months. Right? So if you're trying to long up here, very bad idea. Okay, very, very bad idea. Okay, I might wait until the end of the day here, but okay, Apple put is right back down to break-even price. I'm looking to add again. I just want a quick move to the downside, and if we do get that quick gap down over the weekend, maybe back to around 148, 149, since the 21 SMA is still catching up. Apple does have a lot more downside room left. We just need to break below 150. And that's the reason why I'm biased, since I am in a short position on Apple. And why wouldn't I be biased and looking for an ideal situation for myself? I would love to see a gap down below 150 so we can see that selling pressure go over the weekend and into Tuesday's open, and we can possibly retest 149 or 148.50 near this daily 21 SMA, right? So that is my game plan here for Apple. I just want to make sure that I'm not getting in too early, or adding too early, excuse me. Right, we're already in. I do like this one better for an ad, obviously, the TXN. It's just Apple, again, has been staying very, very strong. I mean, we're still in an uptrend, right? We're still in between the 10 and 21 momentum SMAs. We haven't broken below the 21 like we did for SPY. So that's why I'm saying, Apple should be having a larger move to the downside. But again, this is a very, very strong name, right? So it's going to be either a very slow move down, which is not going to be good for my position, since I have next week's expiring contracts that are a little bit out the money, since I have 146 put for the strike. So, I was originally going for 148, but I was like, why not? Why don't I just play these cheap puts? Because if we do get that big jump to the downside, right, or big sellout to the downside, not a jump. Oh, should I call it an inverse jump? Is that a thing? But if we do get that big move to the downside over the weekend, we can't see these cheap contracts, turning expensive, right? So that's one thing that I want to see happening for our contracts. But other than that, everything looks pretty solid. Okay. I think SPY will have to break this bear flag to the downside either over the weekend or by the end of the day, right? Um, all right. Well, things are pretty calm. I think Apple has a little bit more room left to bounce a little bit more than this. All right, I'm not. I mean, this is a very good downtrend. I mean, it's literally a textbook downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, right? And it's showing a lot more weakness than SPY, right? Because we're not consolidating. We're having a flat bottom with lower highs here, making a bear flag. So that's the reason why I also want to add on Apple. But again, Apple is strong, right? On the daily time frame, we're still in an uptrend. And again, the reason why we're still in an uptrend is that we just lost the 10 SMA. We haven't lost 21 yet, right? This is still considered a constructive pullback, right? We are not seeing a sell-off happening just yet. And for SPY, obviously, it's a different case here. We have lost the 21. We've retested it in the morning around the 46.50 area. And then now we are seeing the 10 SMA curling down. So this is adding more pressure from the top side and onto the bulls and the buyers who are trying to catch a dip buy at the top here of this overall 2-month run. And so that's the reason why I'm saying, it was popular to be bearish during the entire run up, but it was correct to be bullish while it was actually being bullish. While the market was actually being bullish, right? So, if you're trying to long here now, it's too late, right? It's way too late to be trying to change your mindset to be bullish. All right, I would definitely not recommend it to try to be bullish now, right? It just doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense to try to be bullish now. All right. But regardless, it's a very slow day. Well, we're just seeing continued weakness throughout the day. The more sideways we get on Apple, a bit more preferable for me. as we recalibrate the RSI back to the 40s to 50s, preferably a little bit underneath 40s. I think SPY is already doing that. All right, yeah, look at that. Okay, so you know, at some point I want to be able to see that that sideways action that SPY is getting on Apple, right? So that we can see the RSI recalibrate back to at least 40s, and then we can see another push down from that point forward. And that's kind of how I use my RSI there for pointers or reference points. You basically get a feel for it. This is what I'm trying to say here. You're getting a feel for it. By the way, it's Washington's birthday, right? Next week. It's a President's Day, so that's the reason why the market will be closed due to observing that day. It's our first president's birthday. It's a national holiday. All right. Well, that's literally all I had to say to you guys. Just trying to make sure that you guys know what's going on here. But I'll be live for most of the day here now. Things were starting to get a little bit interesting during lunchtime, but nothing really happened, so that's too bad. Oh, biotech is strong. That's interesting. I guess that kind of goes hand in hand with healthcare, so it's not too interesting actually. Never mind. Let's bring this forward. Yeah, look at this TXN, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice tightening of the price action, and now we're just staying below the 10 and 21, and we've rejected the 21 and the 10 yesterday and today now. And you can clearly see the 10 curling down, and most likely will cross below the 21, confirming this downtrend. And so I want to see a revisit of 172. Obviously I do want to see ultimately 170 once we're able to break below 172, and that's the reason why we have 170 strike puts for our contracts. And again, I'm also betting for a larger move to the downside, very, very quick over the weekend move. That's the reason why we have these contracts here that expire next week. And for XLV, I'm still holding. I've added on to them as well. I think like what, 2 days ago. I think my average is what? I think it's $99 per contract. So I'm still up, at least with small profits. And XLV is showing great strength as a defensive name. So and I'm not too mad about that at all. Yeah, Joel, so my reasoning for shorting Apple is losing the 50 and the 2 hour. This is a clear indication that there is some sort of a price trend change, right? And there's a character change here, and with this gap down so far as well. And we're losing the support that we have at the 50 SMA when we confirmed that on the last 2-hour candlestick. And so I want to add here. I want to see an opportunity to add right now, since I didn't get the opportunity to add over here. But yeah, hey, look at that. SPY's coming back to 40s to 50s. Remember what I said, right? Recalibrating back to the 40s and 50s. I've been saying that. All right, here we go. Here's our actual retest of the 21 SMA. We haven't retested it in a long time throughout this entire day. So we're finally getting that retest. The RSI is recalibrating back to that 40s to 50s range. Love it, love it, love it. I'm seeing that, and we can get another opportunity to add onto Apple. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's great. I love it. All right. All right, I'm going to add here for Apple. I'm betting on for Apple to not be able to hold 151.50. Well, I'm not really betting on that to not hold it. I'm actually just betting on the fact that we are not going to retest 152 or the 2-hour 50 SMA here. So that's one way to look at it, by the way. And look at that. $151.50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna add to my shorts. Okay. Not gonna do much after this. There's nothing much to do after actually at all. So whatever. Yeah, there it is. It works or it doesn't work. That's all there is to it. You just have to look at the price to see if it's working, and if it's not working, then we gotta get out at our stop loss. That's all we gotta do. Hey, Joel. Nice ad. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Very, very calm day though. I think we got a good opportunity here to really add on to shorts or enter into new short positions. If you aren't short yet. Other than that, VIX has actually kind of calmed down here as well. Ooh, XLV. Look at that. Very, very nice. LABU as well. Lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, Lucid. Interesting. Net and FTNT. I'm really going to be looking to get dip buys on these two. These look amazing. Other ones are Okta and Docu. They're both really... Okta and Docu are laggards. These are lagging tech names that haven't really exploded to the upside like every other tech names. Let's see. Let's look at what Twilio is. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Twilio's coming back down to earth, filling in the earnings gap. So this is looking pretty bearish here. All right. If you come back down to retest like 67 or around like 65, that would be great. But at the same time, it wouldn't be too good. But, you know. Oh, you got calls instead of puts. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know, if you manage it well, it can work out. Dun dun dun. Dell is still seeing some strength here. That's kind of amazing. Monster and Dell. Huh. Not much of a big move down. Even though I did de-risk on Dell here. I sold like a third at the bounce over here. Right over here and over here as well. Okay. So in the morning and over here. So I'm done de-risking for the day. But I really want to see where this one goes. This one is still in a you know, holding the 50 SMA on the 2 hour, right? But there's a chance that we can go down. There is a potential for this to be a double top on the 2 hour as well, around 43.80. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, Monster is still going up. I mean, still holding at least. Oh, this one kind of erased all its earnings gains. Almost. Still holding that 1021, so that's not bad. This is a name to be looking out for next week. Okay, TXN. There we go, Apple. Look at that. Great ad. Good ad so far. We're not able to hold 151.50. We're trying to break below it. Okay. I think we have FOMC minutes, don't we? Next week. It did come out like a few weeks after, if I remember correctly, when the dates come out. I think we have FOMC minutes next week. I think so. Yeah. Yep, we do have FOMC minutes. Okay. All right, this should be a good ad for Apple. But if you do bounce into the end of the day, I will look to add even more. Because I think whatever bounce that we have, we gotta short the bounces. So that's all you guys need to know. Just short the bounces. Man, TXN, what a great entry here, though. Damn. Awesome. Man, I gave you guys some really good advice yesterday to, take some profits early, right? Quickly in this environment, too. Hopefully you guys did on like Monster, Apple, stuff like that. All the ones that we got in. That was some good advice. You guys took it. Good job on taking that advice. Perfect ad. All right. Nice. TXN. I mean, I added to Apple already, so maybe not adding to TXN is probably a good idea. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. we're just basically just trying to play off of this intermittent short-term reversal to the downside. That is the goal here, guys. All right, remember what we're playing here. Remember. Alright, not trying to hold the 10 and 21 SMAs now. Yeah. Monster still looks amazing. Wow, that's crazy. After a day like today, that is really crazy to see. JWN making a nice jump up too. Figs is holding strong. I like that. Nice little inside day. Tillo, Net, FTNT, all names that I really want to buy on the for a dip buy once we start to move back up around early March or even late March. Who knows? But again, we are in the new bull market, guys. If you guys watched the video, the most recent video, you guys should know that I'm not looking for a big crash. But again, I said that we're still going to be sensitive to the short-term bearish indications that we've been seeing across the markets, right? Bond yields, US dollar, the bond prices, gold, everything, right? Everything has been telling us, and volatility index, the VIX, that we will be seeing a short-term sensitivity to whatever news that we come out with. Whatever news or catalysts that affect said bond yields, bond prices, US dollar, gold, whatever it is, right? So, I'm just not looking for that huge crash that everyone wants to see. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but everything that has been, that we've been seeing so far and we've been calling out for has been correct, right? The market is leading the Fed here right now. Right, we've been seeing the market go up for 2 months, for nearly 2 months. Okay, so if you're trying to be really bearish, there kind of is no reason to be that bearish anymore, right? Especially when we've been moving up to the upside for 2 months and you've been bearish for the entire 2 months. Okay, and that doesn't make sense, right? It really just doesn't make sense. It's probably better for you to actually, come to reality and see that we've been seeing a nice move to the upside, and then if you try to flip your bias or mindset now at this point in time, it's a little too late. All right, I'm afraid to tell you that it's a little too late. Okay, so don't try to get your hopes up thinking that you can buy the dip here, because most people have been selling. Right, most people have been selling here. And it's probably not a good idea to try to get in long now. All right, that's not something that you should be doing at all. Something that you should never be doing right now, because that's something that will definitely destroy you. All right, it will destroy you and your account, your mentality, everything. Right, everything. Alrighty. It's kind of funny to see LABU just grinding higher with XLV. So that's nice to see. It's kind of funny. That's happening. First of all, yeah, I got into TXN around 9:30, I think, right? Yeah, right here at the break. Right? No, I got in here and I messaged you guys that to get in right here. Yep. Rejection. So we're now right back to kind of close to where we entered at 175.50. So I got in at the break of 175.50. That was my entry point. Oh, Apple's pushing up higher. Ooh, because the market is pushing up higher. I see, I see. Interesting. All right, that is it for me today. Just want to do a quick live, and it seems like the market is going to try to retest 406.50 before we end the day, which is fine. I've been calling for a retest of 406.50 all day, so I'm glad we can at least get that, if we do get that. XLV is still trudging higher. That's great to see. I'm back up 15% on XLV on the ads, thanks to those ads, and LABU is also climbing back up higher thanks to kind of the overall sector strength. Yeah, so there you have it. You know, I think we're gonna get a good end of the month on February. Monster still being very strong. Love it, love it, love it. Google, we're out on that one. Not TNX, TXN looks great for an ad as well. Oh, Apple. Apple's coming in strong. We're about to retest the 2-hour 50 SMA. Are we finally seeing? There we go. There. There it is, guys. The 40s to 50s range here is what we want on SPY and Apple. And SPY, we got that already. Okay. But Apple is kind of late since we've been seeing overall weakness in the market weakness in on SPY and Apple, but Apple was showing a lot more weakness compared to SPY. So that was interesting to see. All right, there goes SPY. Let's hit 406.50 and we should be good. Alrighty, have a great rest of your day, guys. That is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Be careful for the rest of the day. I'll see you guys back in the Discord. But yeah, RSI is right back to the 40s to 50s range now. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. If you guys played this nice short-term move to the upside and this break about this descending level of resistance, this is a great scalp to the upside. But yeah, I will be looking to add some more to the shorts here. Near the end of the day, if we get a little bit more of a bounce, but right now should also be a good time to add. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for listening.